Hi,
Hello, Michael.
Holden, Daniel.
Hi,
Love the
Michael.
show. Love the show. I thought it was really well written, really good. How did the story come about?
Well, thank you for your kind words. First off, you know, the story really started off as just a small relationship story about these two people, and I hope that that shows on the page and on screen. Um, we wanted this to be something that was about real people that you could recognize and going through real things, but also going through something perhaps a little more fantastical that we don't all have, which is this chamber in their backyard that takes them to another planet. But we do think that the questions that that brings up for these characters are things that are universal, like kind of what are we doing here? What does it all mean? What does it mean to share your life with another person? How do you prepare for the end with another person? And so those questions really were at the core of the story, and it felt as though the sci-fi aspects were a way to access those in a really present, really adventuresome, really mysterious, fun way.
And Daniel, it really does have, for me, it reminds me of the shows that I used to watch when I was a kid in the 80s. It has that heart and that feel to it. Was there some of that, was that on purpose to give it like that? Because that's the way I felt when watching it. And that's what brought me that connection.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I certainly was impacted by that quite a bit. I think, one of the things that our director, Juan Campanella, mentioned early on as he was thinking of Twilight Zone. And it's sort of like, I hadn't thought of that, but as a kid, I watched every one of those episodes religiously and sort of kind of worshipped, Rod Serling. And I think that, there was in the sci-fi TV canon, there are those kind of touchstones for us that we invested in, as well as like in the cinematic world, certainly the Spielberg universe of the 80s and Amblin and Close Encounters, that era of his 70s work, really humanistic storytelling mixed with this kind of supernatural or out of this world stories. So that's kind of, I think, maybe imbued in both of us, and it's on some level. But we also just wanted to tell a really compelling humanistic story about these two characters, and to have that coexist with the sci-fi in a seamless way.
And what a strong cast you guys have put together with Sissy Spacek, J.K. Simmons leading, and then the supporting cast. Please tell me a little bit about how you put that all together.
Yeah, I mean, we had terrific casting directors. I will say it's a once in a career opportunity to have an actor in mind for a character, and then for them to say yes. And that certainly is what happened with Sissy. We heard her voice very early on for Irene, and just were so kind of, pleasantly surprised. And it was such a confidence booster when she said yes. And then when she said yes, getting someone like JK becomes a lot easier because there's an opportunity to work with this iconic actor. And then, you never know because they're incredibly talented and at the top of their game, obviously, but you never know if the chemistry is going to work. And then when they showed up and we started working together and turned the camera on, we knew within a few minutes that we had maybe captured something special.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Michael. Nice talking to you.